What's going on, guys? It's Eric. Today I want to talk about something that's a little bit of a downer. I hope you're cool with that. We're going to talk about Kodak Ektachrome. So like a year ago, I did my video on Kodak's plans to relaunch Ektachrome, and like so many other people in the film photography community, I was really excited for it. Not so much because I had any kind of connection to the film stock itself, and I was a little bit disappointed to see that they weren't going to be releasing it in 120, but anytime a major manufacturer that produces, professional grade film decides to put another film stock on the market, that's exciting. And at the time I saw it as a really good indication that film was making this resurgence you hear about all the time. You hear people say things like, I work in a lab and I'm seeing so many more people in to develop film than I ever did before, or, I work in a camera store and we're selling film again, whereas, 10 years ago we weren't. And that's exciting, but of course these are like personal anecdotes and there's nothing concrete there. And I kind of saw Kodak relaunching Ektachrome as a real tactile, concrete example that film was viable, in 2017. So here we are, it's 2018. Ektachrome is nowhere to be seen. Kodak says it's still on the way, but over the last year, they're reporting losses of over $40 million, and they just laid off more than 400 people. And I've heard some conflicting reports about whether those people were from the film division or whatever, but it's not super encouraging. And I kind of want to get into what this means for Kodak, what this means for Ektachrome, what this means for the rest of their film stocks, and what this might potentially mean for film photography in general. So my biggest concern with the layoffs and the losses and all of that stuff is what it says potentially about the future of professional grade film. I believe that film in one form or another will exist throughout my lifetime. I think you'll always be able to get it. I mean, you can go out and buy wet plates if you want and shoot those. So whether it becomes an alternative process or something going forward, I believe it will be available. My big concern is that to create film that gets the look that I want, that gives me the quality level that I've come to expect and come to look for out of my film photography, particularly like my medium and large format photography, you need a big, large-scale operation, you need a certain amount of technology, and you need, bigger company with more distribution. I hope Ilford is profitable. I can't know for sure without seeing their finances. I would hope that they are. And I had hoped that Kodak was making money, and I saw the Ektachrome as kind of a sign that perhaps they were. But now I'm really concerned. I'm worried that I'm going to lose my Fujifilm, Pro 400H and Velvia. Fuji seems to already have one foot out the door. They seem to be trying to distance themselves from that market as quickly as they possibly can. And I had kind of held out hope that Kodak could scale things down to a point where they could market it as a niche product, maybe charging a little bit more to people like myself and possibly you if you're watching this video, to keep it going and stay profitable while, not necessarily being the giant global industry leader that they once were. So that brings me to the big question. How do we keep film viable? Specifically, how do we keep professional grade, high quality film viable for the long term, for my lifetime, for the lifetime of, my kids that I might have one day? Is it doable? Is it viable? So guys, I know I always ask you to comment on the videos, but more so than really ever before, I'm really interested in what you have to say. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. What is the state of Ektachrome, the state of Kodak as a company? What does that say about the future of film? Is professional grade film viable moving forward? Why do you think so? Why do you think not? Is film going to become alternative process? What do you guys think? I'm going to do a video in the future kind of going over some of your responses, and hopefully we can turn this into a conversation. What can we do to keep this industry that we all love so much going? Is there anything we can do? I really look forward to hearing from you guys. If you're new to the channel, of course, you guys know the drill. If you like it, hit subscribe, watch some of my other videos, thumb up the video. But yeah, most of all, leave a comment, guys. Really interested to hear from you. As always, stay safe.